Whenever you're with a girl and you want to get her attracted, think, what would Arnav do? Would he be butthurt? Would he be like, oh shit, this girl is giving me too much shit, she's flaking on me? Or what would he actually do? How would he respond to this situation? When I was young, I had no clue about attraction. I would hear all these different things that you should get a good job, you should get good money, you should have social status, work on your looks, go to the gym. I was listening to all these things and I was pretty confused. How do I get a girl attracted? Now, you might be at a position where you're seeing different videos, you might be at a position where you're reading different articles, but it's still not clear to you how to get her attracted, how to approach a girl and get her attracted, maybe get her number.
Exchange numbers. Let me join you in a moment. What do you say?
Set an instant date or take her home from there. So let me get straight to the 4 tips that actually get a girl attracted. Now, the first thing that is really important if you want to get any girl attracted to you is the pre-approach. Now, pre-approach is what you do before the approach, alright? This is how you carry yourself, how you groom yourself, what kind of clothing you wear. Now, if you're a guy who's wearing extremely basic clothing, torn clothing, which is not ironed, you're smelling bad and you're trying to approach a girl, first of all, you won't even have the time. She won't even give you the time to talk to her.
Bugger off. Okay.
So you cannot get her attracted. So this is the most basic thing that everyone should correct. And a lot of dating coaches advocate that you don't really need to work on yourself. You can just go and talk to the girl and get her attracted. But that's not how things work. And this, in my journey, was probably one of the biggest factors because when I started out, I was in Singapore, alright? I was in Singapore. I had no idea about fashion sense. I had no idea about grooming. I looked like a nerd. I was just walking here and there trying to talk to girls and I had no idea why am I getting rejected. So if you're getting rejected but you have no idea, try to pay attention. Try to pay a closer look to how you actually look. Are you even preparing yourself to go out? Are you even investing in your grooming or have you let yourself completely go? Now, if I have to give the advice to my 17-year-old younger self, I would just recommend creating a checklist before you go out. And this checklist should involve grooming, it should involve fashion sense. And I would recommend looking at some Instagram influencers, looking at what they're wearing, looking at what kind of style you want to emulate, and then going there and buying it. And if your mom is shopping for you, stop that shit right now. The second thing where most men fail is creating the opportunity. Now, if you don't have the opportunity of meeting women in your life, if you're not creating that opportunity by changing your environment, which basically means if you're sitting at home, if you're working on your laptop, maybe you're a software engineer, maybe you're a chartered accountant, maybe you're a digital marketer, maybe you're a coach, whatever you are, right? Maybe you're an entrepreneur, but you're always behind the laptop, always in the office working. That means that you're not creating enough opportunity, and that means that you won't be able to get the girls attracted because you're not creating enough opportunity. Simple as that. And if I focus on the people I've spoken to this year, 99% of the people have this problem. They're not able to create the opportunity. Why are they not able to create the opportunity? There's lack of initiative, lack of knowledge, and bad reference experience. That basically means because of following the wrong processes, they've been getting too much negative experience. Now, they've been getting negative experience, which actually holds them back from taking more action. So if you're in that kind of a position where you think that your job, your lifestyle does not allow you to meet a lot of people, you still can create the opportunity. With technology today, it's so simple to download an application on your phone, whether it's Bumble, Hinge, Tinder. You can improve your dating life literally from the comfort of your own home. Now, you might be well aware about that, but you might not be still taking action because you've never gotten a result. And I've seen this with people over and over again. If a person is not getting a result once, he'll probably judge that way for good and he would never use that again. So don't do that mistake. You did not get a result earlier because of your actions and your lack of knowledge. So improve your knowledge base, which basically means learn about online dating. And not only online dating, that's not the only way of creating opportunity. More ways of creating opportunity is joining a group where females congregate. Maybe joining a yoga class where females congregate. Maybe going out during the night and trying to meet people in a pub or a bar if you're living in a metropolitan city. Now, all of these things boil down to one thing: changing your social environment. Unless and until you get out of the comfort of your own home, you will never be able to change your dating life. Even through online dating apps, once you set the date, you actually have to go out and meet her. And that is where I see 99% of the men lack, because they don't want to break through their comfort zone and actually change their social environment. Now, once you start changing your social environment, you will start getting results no matter what. And I have this analogy: if you go to a club, if you go to a bar, no matter who you are, for 365 days straight, you are going to get laid. That's just how it is, because it's going to be an environmental hazard, because you're putting yourself in a social environment where you're interacting with a lot of people. And once you're interacting with a lot of people, that's just supposed to happen. Now, another major thing which I learned in my journey the hard way, and this was, I think, 1 year I was going out and I was approaching, I was not really getting the results that I wanted to. And I was like, this is so stressful. I might meet a girl in 3 months, I might meet a nice girl in 2 to 3 months, but doing so many approaches, getting so many rejections, this is extremely stressful. successful. And that's when I realized, because I'm just doing it for the results. I'm just doing it to get her number. I'm just doing it to get laid. I'm just doing it because I want certain outcome from the girl. And because I wanted a certain outcome, I would just have so many thoughts in my head. So the major tip over here is kill your inner dialogue. And what it means is the internal thoughts that you have when you're talking to a woman, you need to completely suppress them. And I read this in the book Laws of Seduction by Robert Greene, and it's a great book if you want to improve your knowledge base about seduction. And what it basically implies is you need to kill your inner dialogue. You need to stop the thinking mind. Whenever you're out with a woman, instead of enjoying a present moment, you're always thinking about the next thing. Am I impressing her? Am I saying the right things? Is she attracted to me? Now, with so many inner dialogues, you're not able to enjoy that moment. You're not able to enjoy the present moment. And all of this actually boils down to outcome dependency. If you require a certain outcome from someone, then you would have these kind of thoughts. Now, if I tell you to go out and take 500 rupees from a guy, what is going to happen is you're going to have a lot of negative thoughts before you're going to approach the person, because you have this taking mindset that, oh, I'm taking something from him. So you put it on a pedestal. Now, the same thing with women. If you need their number, if you need just positive emotions, if your state is dependent on their positive emotions, what is going to happen is you're going to need that thing. And unless and until you get that thing, all these thoughts are going to be in your head. Am I doing the right things? Am I saying the right things? Is she attracted to me? Do I need to be careful over here? What do I need to do next to get her attracted? And with all of these thoughts, you're not going to enjoy the present moment. And if you're not enjoying the present moment, no way she's going to get attracted. And the fourth tip, if you want to get the girl attracted, is you need to assume attraction. You need to assume that you're a high value person, and why wouldn't she be attracted? You are the shit. Now, if you don't think about that, if you think that, oh, I'm so low value, and this, again, I can boil it down to my days back in Singapore, I used to feel that I don't have anything to offer to a girl. I'm so low value, I'm a college kid, I don't even have money for a date. Why would she be attracted to me? And I know a lot of you guys might be dealing with this self-doubt that why would she be attracted? What do you have to offer? Now, always tell my clients that you have a lot to offer, alright? You just don't know it yet. So initially, you might need to have this delusional belief, which is actually not real. And this is what helped me really in my journey, and this might help you in your journey as well. So I used to believe that I am the shit, alright? I am the shit, why wouldn't the girl get attracted to me? Now, a lot of attraction depends on how you're communicating, and a lot of communication depends on where it is coming from. Now, if it is coming from a place of neediness, if it is coming from a place of a lower paradigm, where you're thinking about yourself in a low value way, then what is going to happen is you're going to subconsciously communicate that. You're going to subconsciously, the woman is going to get to know that this guy is not used to hanging out with pretty girls. This guy probably thinks of himself as a loser, and why would I be attracted to him? Unless and until you feel that you're the shit, no girl is going to feel that way. But if you believe that, if you truly believe that, even if it's delusional, even if people don't believe that right now, but if you truly believe that you're the shit, then the place where all the communication is coming from will automatically shift, and sooner you will start seeing results in your dating life. Now, I tried this when I learned about this. I tried this with a girl I was dating, and I was like, wow, things are changing drastic. Earlier I was the one who was chasing her in the relationship, but as soon as I assumed the attraction, as soon as I assumed I'm the shit, as soon as I assumed that everything I'm doing is good enough, the girl started chasing me. And I was like, wow, this is a good power dynamic shift in the relationship. And I know this might sound a lot easier, and you might want to know how it is done. So let me just give you quick examples. Now, back in the day when I was growing up, Dan Bilzerian used to be the shit. We could see all social media posts with him with different women, and I was like, okay, this guy is the shit. Now, I would always put myself in a headspace. How would Dan Bilzerian think? In this kind of situation, how would he react? Now, if a girl is pissing me off, if a girl is flaking on me, how would he react? Would he be like butthurt? Would he be like, oh, don't flake on me, you're breaking my heart? Or would he be like, oh, that's cool, why don't we catch up next time? So what I would recommend to you is whenever you're with a girl and you want to get her attracted, think, what would Arunabh do? Alright, would he be butthurt? Would he be like, oh shit, this girl is giving me too much shit, she's flaking on me? Or what would he actually do? How would he respond to this situation? So initially, you need to have this delusional belief that you are enough, and you need to get in the mindset of a high value guy, and you need to assume a lot of attraction. Because if you don't assume attraction, then the girl is not going to get attracted to you, because then you're coming from a lower paradigm, and the girl will feel that. The girl will sense that you're not sure about yourself, you think you're a loser, and then she will think it too. Now, I do have a bonus tip for you towards the end, but do let me know in the comment section below which tip really helped you and how. Now, for the bonus tip, guys, attraction is more about how you communicate with the person, how you make her feel, alright? Women are attracted to emotions, and emotions can be generated through your tonality, through your body language, through your facial expressions, how you express yourself, and all of that is also required for attraction. And what it means is you need to develop a personality of an attractive man. Now, how do you develop a personality of an attractive man? Is by working on your expressiveness. Are you really expressive in nature, or are you bland? And a lot of it comes down to how your tonality of the voice is. Now, if your tonality is like, hey, excuse me, I really like you, it's not going to work out, alright? It's not going to work out. The girl girl will not see you as a potential sexual partner because your tonality is squeaky, it's not breaking up, or it's not commanding and authoritative in any way. Now, tonality is one of the biggest factors which actually helped me really upgrade my personality. And why I say personality, not just my dating life, is because people started taking me seriously. In meetings, wherever I would go, just with the change in my tonality, people started taking me a lot seriously. And if you want to learn more about tonality, I've made a separate video for that because it's a really vast topic, and I've made a separate video just for you guys so that you guys can learn about how to work on your tonality and have an attractive voice tonality which actually turns her on. I'll add a link over here so you can just click the video over here and you can check out that video. Now, if you're someone who values his time above all else and you want to actually learn the nitty-gritties of attraction, you want to learn how to get a girl attracted to you, and you want to work with us, schedule a call with my team and let's see if we are a right fit to work together.